Welcome to Tech Student Skills Academy, and today we're going to be talking about HTML styles. So now we have seen what HTML attributes are. We have made examples with them. Okay, so now we want to talk about HTML styles, which is an attribute of HTML, but specifically we want to go into it today. Okay, and in our next class also. It is important that you understand HTML styles. Okay, if you have not watched HTML attribute, please do well to find the video on our page here so that you can watch and learn. You will love it. You will love it. So today we want to look at HTML styles. Okay, now HTML styles, the HTML style attribute is used to add styles to an element. Okay, like the word connotes style, styling. Okay, it helps you to give style to something. Okay, it's just like you styling yourself. You style yourself with your clothes. You style yourself with your hairstyle, your makeup, your shoes. You are styling yourself. So when we have our text, instead of having our raw text on our page, we have to style it. Let's take, for example, let's look at the TechIsrael website. If you look at the TechIsrael website, you can see here that this is styling. You have some in black, you have another in red. Okay, you have the button area, you have it in red background, and we have white text on it. So this is styling. It gives beauty to this website. Okay, it gives beauty to this website. Look at the background of the second section. Okay, and look at the text on it, white. Okay, it gives beauty to the page. Okay, look at this gradient here. Okay, look at the gradient. It gives beauty. This is styling. Okay, so before we go into CSS proper, okay, we want to look at how we can style our HTML ourselves. Okay, and that's going to be very much fun. Okay, good. So let's go back to our manual documentation for today. We said the HTML style attribute is used to add styles to an element, okay, such as colors, font, size, and more. Okay, there are a lot of things we can do. Okay, now look at what we have here. The example we have here, one says I am red, okay, the other says I am blue, okay, and another one says I am what? I am B. Okay, so the raw text in HTML is black, okay, and it's just containing the normal text size. Okay, but here we have been able to change the color from black to red, change the color from black to blue, and also make the last one. Let's go and practicalize this. Okay, so let's move to our VS Code on our machine and let's try to make this work. So let's clear this form. We will use this form in our last class. So that was where we spoke about inputs and things like that. Do well to find that video on our page. You will enjoy it. Okay, so the first one we have on our manual there says I am red. Okay, so let's just have our p tag. Okay, we want to have our p tag, then we want to write I am red. Okay, I am red. Okay, let's Control S and let's go to our browser to see what we have done. It says I am red. Okay, but is this truly red? This is not red, this is black. Okay, so now we want to add our styling to it. We want to style it to make it red. Okay, good. So by default it is black. It is our own duty to make it red. Okay, so you have your code. So it is in your hands to make your code beautiful or to make your web page beautiful. Okay, so now remember when we started HTML attribute, we said the attribute comes in the opening tag. Okay, in the start tag. Well, we're going to come to our P here. I'm going to create a space. I'm going to write style. Okay, so let's keep it small letter in small case. Style. If you want to put it in style, I want to write equals to. I want to have a quotation mark. Then we want to declare color. Okay, color. Color is going to be our property that we're using. CSS property we are using. Then color is what? Is red. Okay, good. So let's see now. Can you see? So we said what? We have our p tag already. Now we are giving it a style. Okay, then the style, the kind of style we want to give it is what? Is the color. Okay, the color is what giving us is red. Okay, the color we are choosing is what? Is red. So let's just Control S. Okay, and come back to our web page, and let's see we have red already. So I am red is now red indeed. Okay, it's red truly. Okay, so now the next one we have on our manual here is saying I am blue. Okay, so we want to go and change. We want to have another one that says I am blue also. Okay, so let's just do this P. Okay, then let's do it one after the other. So let's just say I am blue. Okay, so let's go to our web page. Is it blue? Is it blue? No, it's not blue. This is black. Okay, so it's our duty to make it what? Make it blue. So let's see what we have here. What I want to do now, I want to put our style. Okay, we're going to put our style. Okay, then we're going to put equals to, and our quotation mark. We want to declare color. So it's COLOR, not COLOUR. Okay, your computer will not recognize that. Okay, so I want to put blue here. Okay, blue because it says I am blue, so that should be blue. So let's say blue, okay, and let's save it and come back here. It is blue, okay. So now, if because you are the designer, if it says I am blue, you want to make it green, it's in your hands, okay. So you can try to change this blue to green, okay, green, and let's save it, and let's come back here. It is green, okay. Even though it's saying I am blue, or we have given it a styling or a color of blue, of green, okay. Good. So let's go back to our manual for today, and the last one says I am big, okay. So let's go back to our browser, our machine rather VS Code, and just create a p tag, okay, and it's going to say I am big, okay. So let's Control S and let's come back to our browser, and we're going to see it's not big, it's just normal like the other ones, okay. So we want to make a difference now, okay. So we want to come back to our VS Code machine, and let's say style, want to style it. So apparently our style is coming first, okay. Want to style it, so it's going to be style equals to, now we want to increase the size. That means we want to change the fonts, okay, the font size, okay, how it looks, okay. We want to say font size, font size, okay. Then we're going to have let's say 50px, okay. 50px means pixels, okay. It means pixels, okay. That's talking about the size, the measurement, how big we want it to be. So is in pixels, okay. Control S, and let's come back to our page, and let's see. I'm big. It's now big, okay. It's now big. So let's make it bigger. Let's put it at 180, okay. 180 is going to be extremely big. So let's prepare our minds for that, okay. So are we ready? So let's do I'm big, okay. Can it be bigger? Yes, it can be bigger. Let's make it 580, and let's come back and see. Oh, it's beyond our page. I am big. It's really big. This is big. Good. So that's how to style your HTML, okay. So basically let's just return it back to, okay, let's use 10 px, 10 pixels, and let's come back. Can you see? Very small, very, very small, okay. So let's just keep it at at 70, okay. Let's keep it at 70 and come back here, okay. Good. So we have it here. I'm big. It's truly big. Now it's big, okay. So now that the HTML attributes, okay. Yeah, we are here now. The HTML attributes, okay. Setting the style of an HTML element can be done with the style attribute we have practicalized, okay. Yes, the HTML style attribute has the following syntax, okay. So we set the task number 1, the tag name, okay, which is, where is the tag name here? This is the tag name, okay, the P, okay, that's the tag name, okay. Now the next thing it says it has the style, okay. The style, that's what initiates the command. Can you see here? The style, okay. Good. So after the style, we want to have the what? The property, the CSS property, okay. So this is the property here. You can see this is the property. The font size is the what? Is the property, okay. Is the property. So this color also is the what? Is the property, okay. Good. So then the value, you can see that it has a value. The property is carrying a value, okay. The property is carrying a value. So we want to come back here. Let's see what the value is. This is the value here. The 70px is the value of this property font size. The green we have up here is the property, is the value of this color property. The red we have here is the value for this color property, okay. So that's the explanation to that. Please do well to take note of that. Good. So the property is a CSS property, while the value is also a CSS value, okay. We are saying the property equals to the value. This we want the property to be like, okay. Good. So yes, that's what that means. So let's move forward. When you look at background color. So the CSS background color property defines the background color of an HTML element, okay? But HTML element. So let's go and practicalize. So yeah, we have the body style equals to background color powder blue, and this. So let's leave that. Let's go back to our code and let's try to make something work, okay? Good. So now let's rub off this here, okay. Let's Control S, save, okay. Good. So now we have our page here, right? Good. Okay, good. So we have our page here. So want to do something, want to give this a background color, okay? And we're going to be we're going to be operating from our body area, okay? Now remember, we opened the body here, okay, and we closed the body here. So any styling we give this body at this stage here will function on everything inside the body, okay? Everything inside the body, okay? Now let's do a styling, okay? We have the body. So remember, want to add style, okay? Then equals to, okay? Then our quotation mark, background color. That's what we're working on, right? Background color, good. Background color is what kind of background color should we do? Let's give background color of, let's say black. Let's say black. Background color of black, okay? Good. And let's control. So let's go and see what we have. Can we see now? Our website is black. What we have said, our body is what? Is black, okay? So everything inside our body is going to be what? Black. Let's change it to red. Let's change it to red. Let's change it to red. R-E-D. And let's control C, control S. And let's come back here. It is red. So the next thing we want to do is to make the elements have their individual backgrounds. So let's clear up this styling we have here, okay? So we want to clear up the styling. So then we want to make each of these paragraph have their own backgrounds. So let's control S first, and let's go back to our browser. We can see that we have our colors out. Bring our background color here, okay? Background color. Let's say we want to use black because we're already using a color of red here. So let's use black as the background color. So we separate it with a semicolon, okay? We separate each of the properties and value with semicolon, okay? So you see that this background color is black, okay? Then we put the semicolon, then we move to the next one, which is what? Color to be what? To be red, okay? Good. So let's save and let's come back to our browser. Can you see now? The I am red now has a what? A black background, okay? So let's go and make this I am blue also have red background, okay? So let's make it have a red background. So I'm going to just come here and say background color. Take note of the spelling of the color, please. Background color is what? Is red. Then separate it to what? The semicolon, so that it will not be the same with the color, okay? You know, background color is different from color. Okay, good. So let's control. Let's save and let's come back. Can you see now that our what? Our blue. Let's change it to blue. Let it be real blue, okay? Let's come here and make it blue. Let's save it, okay? And let's come back here. Can you see? This is why it is important that you know how to combine your colors, okay? You see that the blue is not sitting well on the red, okay? So let's just make it the background color of red, of black rather. Let's make the background color of black, so the blue can sit well on that particular background. Can you? It seems okay. Let's change the blue to white, okay? So let's try to make it appealing to an extent, okay? Let's change it to white, because when you are designing a website, you must be able to consider your users, okay? That's user experience must be considered, okay? Can you see now? I am blue. The white is now showing properly on the black background, okay? So let's change it to I am white, okay? Good. So we can come back here and say I am white, okay? Good. So let's that's just okay. Let's try out something and see how that works, okay? Padding. Let's give it 20px, okay? Let's save it. Good. So now what we did here was that we add a padding to it. You can see how close it is together, right? But that padding, it gives us a padding on the top, at the top, then at the bottom, then at the sides also. Okay, so let's do the same for our I am white, okay? So let's just come here. Remember, we separate it with semicolon, okay? Because we want to write another property. We want to put padding. Then we want to put 20px. Let's play around with 100px. Okay, so then let's control S and let's go back here. Can you see now? So the bigger your padding, the bigger the spaces around. bigger the space around. So there's something we call margin also. As we proceed, we will begin to practicalize these things, okay? That will be all for today's class. Do well to watch over, because the more you watch and you practice, I've told that you can practice with your VS Code and also with your CodePen.io, okay? So it helps you to get better. So practice the styling, okay? Use your background color, use your color. You can try out the paddings also, so it gives beauty to your page, okay? In the next class, we are going to continue with styling. There is more to styling than this, okay? We're going to talk about the font. We're going to use more of the font in the next class, okay? So we're going to do quite a lot in the next class. See you in class. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.